Hello everyone, semi-retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Just a quick little video today. I see a lot of people out there talking about labs. I've been on carnivore diet for 3 weeks and got my labs tested. I've been on carnivore diet for a month and a half or 2 months and I got my labs tested. And this number came out crazy. Whether it be your triglycerides or your LDL or whatever it is, we're going to talk about that for just a quick moment. If you're new to the channel, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. Just very briefly, I have been on the carnivore diet for about 15 and a half months. I've corrected all of my metabolic disorders, and as a side effect, I've lost about 155 pounds. That's basically me. So what I'm doing here is to try and show you that it's never too late to change your life. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here as well. It means an awful lot to me that you spend just a little bit of your day with me. But let's talk about these labs real quick. I saw one last night. I think it was on Dr. Barry's live, but I see it all the time in comments of Facebook groups that I follow, and a couple of them that I actually am a moderator in. And people get really freaked out because, I think the one last night was my triglycerides were 500 and something. Well, anytime you change your diet from one thing to another thing, your body is going to do things as it changes over. Yeah, I know that's not very scientific, but all kinds of weird stuff can happen when you're changing from one diet to another. This is another one of those places where we have to have some vitamin P, some patience. It happened to me. I made the same mistake. I was due for labs. So I had only been on the carnivore diet for about a month, and I got my labs tested, and my triglycerides were sky high. My LDL was about normal. I had quite a few labs that were out of range, and I sent them to Dr. Barry and asked him about them, and he said, when you first start this diet, especially if you've had fatty liver, as your body starts to get rid of all that excess fat around your organs, the visceral fat, that it can register as high triglycerides or any number of things, especially in lipid panels. But any number of your labs can go out of whack when you first change your diet. So have a little patience, and I do still recommend that you get your labs checked before you actually start. I did not, because I just had my lab work done about 3 months prior. So I didn't feel the need to do that, and it was probably a mistake. But then you want to give your body a full, some people say 3 months. I think maybe even 5 or 6 months is the better spot. I have nothing scientific to base that on. It's just my common sense way of looking at things. Give your body time to adjust and normalize before you go get your labs tested. Because if your body's still in a state of flux from changing from one diet to another, something's going to be wacky in your labs, and it's going to scare you, and then you're going to go back to doing whatever it was you were doing before. Don't scare yourself by getting your labs done too soon. I think labs are an important tool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't get your labs checked. But I think getting them done too soon after changing your diet from one thing to another can be problematic, and you're scaring yourself needlessly. Like I said, this was going to be a quick little video today. I know I promised you an exercise video, but I decided to wait one day on that because I've been on kind of a routine to make sure I get enough rest. Didn't do anything yesterday. I'm actually recording some of that today. I'm going to record some more of that this afternoon, and that will be out tomorrow. That's what I've got for you today, folks. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.